on team 2, just flanking that backline, taking her drone out. And we have Murdoch, so that drone can easily be taken out very easily. So yeah, draft-wise, I mean, this is going to be a tough one, but I'm honestly might have to give it to team 2 as well. I mean, that you cannot underestimate the Fae.
I mean,
that
yeah,
is just we've seen it 2 games in a row.
And on top of that, I've made my feelings known about a Rampage Sevarog on both of them being on the same team comp. I'm not a fan. Just not because of the theory, just because of like what I've experienced in my own life and multiple games of casting. It gives me a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. So because of that, but because also there you have the Fae, I think duo lane should break moderately even if they don't feed. Richter should be fine in lane. He should be able to crush Sevarog early game and get ahead. And I mean, Crunch and jungle, we saw it work. The invades, we need to see a lot more mindfulness from Attic Wolves versus what we saw from Team 6 to shut down those invades early on. Either way, I like what I see here. I love the Bellica.
Lots of CC.
I love the
CC
Bellica
on both teams, actually.
So much CC, dude. It's crazy, really. But like I said, I love the Bellica right there. Just anti-caster, like you said. I want to see prioritization of the drone. You want to pick that up. It does more damage. It takes out more mana. It then preps for your ultimate better. And if you're playing into someone like Faye with low cooldown times, you punish her hard engaging so quickly because she has low cooldowns on her Harvest Nettles, but she also is very bursty with her abilities. You use your slow, AoE, poke, slow, AoE, one of them, and at that point you're taking 3 ticks of damage from the drone, and then you move from that through an extended fight. She's going to keep getting poked from the drone, and losing mana as it goes on, at which point you can just bada bing, bada boom, Neural Disrupt her, and take her off the field. You like that?
Combo. Bread and I like the bada bing, bada boom, actually. It kind of adds...
You like the bada bing? I like the pun of Neural Disrupt her.
Ha.
I knew it went over your head. I just had to point it out.
Yeah, no, you're reaching there, coach. But the Fae
that was beautiful. Don't get me
absolutely like again low basic damage caster. She's gonna have hard time dealing with that drone. It's not an Iggy turn, but I mean tier 4 maxed out drone from Lieutenant Bellica. Faye's gonna have a difficult time. You either sit in lane and lose mana while you try to desperately attack this drone and leave yourself open for a gank, especially with low mobility like Faye, or you take the extended amount of damage and you still lose mana. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation here for Faye. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, most definitely. We have the draft ID now. We just got it. We're going to be loading this up for you guys and starting round 1 of the finals of the first Power Gaming Community Tournament. Stick around. We'll be right back. Hello, we are back, guys. Everything up and running
everyone.
in the game, ready to start up at 10 seconds if you are Agent Deli. Attic Wolves versus Team 2. Ready for this?
Yes, sir. I am Agent Deli, and I also am ready for Attic Wolves versus Team 2.
Both of those facts are true, and we're both at 10 seconds. Let's hit it up in 3, 2, 1, go. Over on the side of Attic Wolves, we got Raylios rocking that Nightquill Raven. It's Nightquill, correct?
Did you say Nightquill?
Nightquill.
Like as in like
yeah, Nightquill. He's gonna put you to sleep permanently, dude.
As in like Dayquill?
Yeah, exactly. Optimus
All right.
Prime on the rampage there. Bees rocking the Bellica mid. Flower Gun with the Decker support, and Muss over here on Sev.
Dayquill Sev.
Dayquill Sev, yep. Versus Nightquill.
Okay. Over on the right-hand side, we have Team 2. Mad Bro on Crunch, Sponge on Richter, Soccer Fan 55 on Murdoch, Dobson 187 on Faye, and new box of Nikes on Zinx.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some matchups here. I'm really interested in the solo lane. I feel like Sponge needs to take advantage of the level 1 difference here. He needs to be clearing that range minion and hard engaging, level 2 minimum. Or level 2 at the latest, and winning that trade there. He should be able to with his increased basic damage. If he starts with his silence or his pull, the increased damage and reposition there should be able to win him that trade and set the lane in his favor. But he's playing very hesitantly.
Especially a huge hitbox like Seb. That's not...
You should hit that easy.
Yeah, that's not a small hitbox at all, but here we go.
Playing Sponge is playing very, very defensively, which is not...
Yeah, over onto the duo lane, we see a lot more posturing, a lot more just trying to poke, but Raylios just heating, I guess what we saw last game with Ufel and just keeping his distance and trying to get as much farm as possible, try to get his ultimates and his abilities online so that he can do the damage and snowball and trade in lane against Soccer Fan.
Most definitely. Here, take over for me for half a second. I have something that I need to grab.
Yeah, sure thing. And over in the mid lane, Dobson just showing an absolute lane dominance here, just hitting the harvest nettles on bees. Bees focusing on farming right now, trying to get those max tiers on the drone.
And it looks like Optimus Prime is looking for a gank here as well. Position here has the green buff, so if that pops, it's going to be more damage. Will the rock land? Bees being very, very low. Dobson hitting that seismic assault, securing the rock stun for Optimus Prime. And that is... Whoo, baby, the CC train is rolling in. I believe someone in chat said, welcome to McCrowd Control.
McCrowd Control, how can I help you? But Sponge... going in on that Sev right now. Sev's waiting out that Riplash so that he can Phantom Rush away. And I don't think he's gonna Phantom Rush. I think he's gonna stay in lane. This might honestly be...
miss the Riplash.
I think Muss is gonna be his downfall here. He's gonna try to stay in lane to get that farm. But Sponge, that Riplash is on a short cooldown, and it is his mana pool got buffed in recent months, so he can.
Sponge misses the next Riplash.
He can hit multiple Riplashes.
But Optimus Prime ready for Mad Bro over in that dual lane, dropping down, chipping away piece by piece. The forward crunch almost getting out of the fight. Flower Gun ending him fairly quickly. Raylios versus Soccer Fan. It's a Soccer Fan's win here. Definitely showing the slight early game strength that Murdoch has over Revenant, but Soccer Fan getting CC'd to death once again.
Ow.
They came to the drive-through of McCrowd controls.
Dude, crowd control.
I love that. I love that so much, dude.
I love it actually. Sponge, if my replay is correct, is just not even. I don't think his health bar is touched at the moment. He does still have access to the aqua buff, so in the event that he does trade unsuccessfully, takes more damage than what?
The support duel in that duo lane. New box of Nikes takes it due to ranged minions chipping Flower Gun to nothingness. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Just, oh, baby. But Mad Bro coming in from behind onto Beast nearly got me again there. The drone is down with the drain. The Seismic Assault lands on Mad Bro, but doesn't hit Dobson. Dobson chasing down, chipping piece by piece, auto by auto, but Mad Bro's slightly bodying there. Forward Crunch should be back up in a moment. Optimus Prime is here to zone and will be getting Bees out alive.
Sponge just asserting his dominance. He has that level 5 ultimate right now. He has the skewer up, so Muss has to be really, really careful here.
There's the rip-off we've been waiting for, but the Phantom Dash doing what he can and giving him just a little bit more space.
That's that mana pull. Mad Bro just going back to farming, resetting. Soccer Fan has to be a little bit careful here. Stasis Bomb from Decker should not be underestimated. Got some decent range. It's got some decent damage.
You could straight up like score a fucking field goal with that, man. Like
you can throw it across the map, dude. All those extra deeps.
But we have a gank mid again. Mabro Invis coming for the secondary river buff. Bees did not get it. It went over to Dobson, so the mana pool is going to be even lower there. CC coming out bit by bit. I believe we saw a whipped right crunch again. Mabro has been missing a few here or there. Right crunch should be back up in a second, but the seismic assault making enough space for Bees to get out of there.
Belga is so annoying in a gank, dude, because she has the self-peel. It's insane.
Just like, oh, you thought you were going to stun me? Nope. Oh, you thought you were going to hit me? Nope. But Bees actually going for the dual lane and misses the seismic assault, but Dobson doesn't continue chasing for the fight. Instead, just goes for the CC, or yes. Flower Gun going down over in that duo lane. Great job from Nikes and Soccer. They are crushing this lane right now, providing plenty of pressure. But Soccer Fan now getting chipped down. The multi-stun hitting Rometal very, very hard. Bugshot doing a little bit more damage. I would have saved that till last, put a little bit more space there. Hot Pursuit on board, and the Obliterate's going to be divided equally.
And unfortunately, Optimus Prime is a little too late to that gank, but he could potentially get 2 kills out of here. That ward is going to spot him out, though. So unfortunately, it's not going to happen. That ward also spotting him out. And Dobson playing it a little bit more carefully. Yeah, he's going to go in for a black invade, and I think Crunch is going to try to contest. But Crunch doesn't have a lot of mana on my screen, so I'm hoping that that is just going to be an intimidation tactic.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Sponge going hard onto Mus over here on the side, getting ulted into the tower, but the Subjugate does whiff. Actually, a great jump by Sponge, moving them out of their type of skewer, keeping them in place very preemptively. There's the Riplash, pulling them back in. I question the skewer. I would have Riplashed into a skewer instead. Optimus now missing the rock, need to be disengaging from that black buff. But like I would have Riplashed, tried to bait out the Phantom Rush into the skewer instead of skewering into the Riplash. That way you can keep them a little close to you, hit a few more autos, but Sponge coming around on this side now, waiting for another engage. Sponge just going hard as this Richter, throwing his weight around very literally.
He wants to dominate this lane, and we see it. We see Sev normally with a really poor early game, and Sponge is maximizing that as much as possible.
And there is the Colossal Blow into the tower once again, but though Subjugate is down at this point, that does even up the health pools a fair amount. Both getting chipped down bit by bit. There's the Riplash, keeping Mus out of the fight for like that half-second, quarter-second stun that it provides after the pull. Gives him enough time for an auto without reciprocation.
And minion damage. Cannot forget good old minion damage. That duo lane is still just being aggressive as all get out, man.
I mean, they've been duo killed or double killed twice, and they're still being this aggressive with it. Soccer Fan just poking down Rometal in a 1v2 situation. Flower using that zoning of the containment fence a little bit late and a little bit misplaced as well, nearly falling themselves, getting down to 500 health. Soccer Fan has done, and New Box and Nikes have done amazing jobs in this duo lane, just crushing it. This is what I was expecting of the last game. Last game was very, last game was very passive. There wasn't a lot of exchanges early, but they are making up for it in folds right now with the blood that's being spilled here. The double gank mid as Optimus Prime went the long way around behind Dobson. Stood in place for a second, was picking up the rock, hit the rock, but does get right crunched up into the air. The tower dive continuing while Dobson will fail. Optimus trying to make his way out alive, tanking tower shot after tower shot. The long arm of the lull ending his life as Bees gets stunned by New Box of Nikes. There won't be a club set to that one though. Great long arm of the
like
lull.
You said long arm of the lull.
Lol.
And it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Regardless,
leave the jokes to me. Leave the terrible jokes to me.
Bees are gonna grab that, man. Bees has just been really honestly proactive in the mid lane. Beautiful seismic assaults. Just something we don't normally see. Just being a lane bully with Belka. Even though Belka's worst part about her kit is that early game. She hits her stride during the mid game, but boy, that early game, she was taking it under control. And then of course with help from Optimus Prime as well.
I mean, and the level 1 gank and kill that they got onto Faye. did so much to help Bellica there. He gets them that little bit of advantage and the extra farm they need to kind of start going ahead. Plus, the level advantage is huge onto a Bellica, specifically onto a Bellica, with the Neural Disruptor just being an intimidation factor for zoning. Raymetal running towards his jungle. They're going to be disengaging here. They need to be very, very careful. Soccer Fan might get CCDs, hugging the wall, trying to not get rocked. The rock actually missing onto Nubox and Nikes as the stun does hit Soccer Fan. He is shot after shot onto Raymetal. Raymetal had to reload here, and Soccer Fan actually nearly evened it back up. Lack of an engage from Madbro there. They were in position to engage, but they just didn't follow through with it. I think that was a little bit of a misplay. With the health levels present, they could have got 2 kills easy with a cleanup.
Looking at the scoreboard right now because there's a lot of posturing. I mean, Muss's 35 farm to Sponge's 62. Yeah, Sponge is just taking full control of that lane, but Sev's going to be a little bit harder to fight now just because he's getting that farm up. Slowly but surely, he's getting that health, and he's getting the stacks up, so he's going to be outputting more damage, and he's going to have more health going into the mid-game phase. So Sponge is not going to as easily be able to bully Muss in lane.
Most definitely. I mean, and on top of that, I want to point out how serious these two teams are taking this game. There are 5 possessed Sprikins. Count them, 5 so far in this game, including one on Revenant.
Yo, they want to take home this dub, bro. They want the bragging rights, man.
They need the W. But a gank coming out by Madbro onto Muss over here on the side.
Talk about ganks.
The slow is there, but the forward
Prime.
crunch whiffs past the wall. The Colossal Pro moving Richter back, but the stun from that right crunch into the upper crunch is huge. The subjugate giving him a little bit more space, but forward crunch should be up pretty soon. Beast is now here to zone, hitting that seismic assault, waiting for it. There we go. Hopefully getting Sev out alive, but now Bees is the one getting chipped down. It's going to be very, very closer damage-wise. The Void Bomb and the Neural Disruptor taking Crunch out. Great job by Bees there. Now has to escape from Richter.
Over on the other side of the map, you missed it, but there's a huge skirmish. So what had happened was that Optimus Prime came into gank, and Raymetal gets taken out by Soccer Fan. Optimus Prime hits the rock on Soccer Fan. Soccer Fan drops down onto that ledge, and the team
Optimus Prime coming back around for another gank right here. Picks up the rock and smashes into Nike. So once again, definitely prioritizing this Nikes a lot more. I'm seeing more focus on them than Soccer Fan themselves. Very interesting, especially with Zinx's ultimate being an option to increase survivability. Let's take a second and fix some replay bugs, my men.
Sure thing. But yeah, as that huge fight was going on, we got a couple picks over on the other side of the map, and that was just basically Dobson rotating beautifully. I'm at 1445. I don't know where you are.
1450. I'll meet you at 1450.
All right, sure thing. Give me
Easier
a
to
hot second.
go forward than back.
Yep. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. And my Paragon crashed.
Oh, okay.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
All right, I'm gonna drop back to 1450, and I will wait for you there. In the meantime, yeah, let's talk about the giveaway for a little bit. All right, so for this community giveaway, we have a couple of really, really beautiful and neat prizes for all people who have played in the event today. So, and 2 winners are able to be picked randomly. They will get to pick one of each of the 4 prizes. The 4 prizes included a Logitech gaming mouse, which I believe is the G502 Spectrum.
I believe so.
Yeah, a Power Gaming t-shirt. Yeah, you heard it right. A Power Gaming t-shirt, a $20 PSN gift card, or a $20 Steam gift card. And then, of course, extending this into the future for any other future giveaways that we do on this channel as part of PML, PFN, or whatever it may be. Paragon donors are automatically entered into future giveaways. So anybody who supports us on Patreon.
Gotcha.
Patreon. Did I say
you
Paragon?
You said Paragon donors. I was like,
oh my god, Paragon. Okay, Patreon donors. Oh my god, English is hard today. So yeah, and then all Patreon supporters, all of that money will go back into the channel in the form of prize pools and other cool knickknacks.
Here and there. In addition, the winners will be chosen. You guys have a week to get in touch with Zetnom over here at Power Gaming to receive their prize, have everything shipped or the codes given out properly. So make sure if your name is called Follow up on it, guys. Don't want to be losing those prizes. I want a new mouse, dude.
Yeah, check in the DMs, dude. Check your DMs, guys.
Can
Everybody
I
that
be entered in the
participated today.
Can I be entered in the drawing?
Can you enter it? Can I enter into it?
I mean,
Can I
we
get
didn't.
Can I get the Power Gaming T-shirt, please?
Oh, please. Get some merch up in here.
Dude, let me catch some merch, dude. Let me swag out here, dude. Let me just be in a Power Gaming shill, dude.
But
out.
loading up now, trying to get in here. The course of the game, who are you favoring right now?
I mean, it's kind of tough. It's really back and forth. I mean, it's 7 kills to 8 kills, 55,000 gold lead to 53,000. Yeah, that Soccer Fan is 6-2, whereas Optimus Prime is 5-1, man. So a lot of the gold allocation is really down to one player. And looking purely between Optimus and Soccer Fan, since they have the most kills on the team, Soccer Fan has 14,000 gold and is only up 400 gold on Optimus, but Optimus is up 3 whole levels. And that's partially due to the font of experience, but regardless, yeah, because of those two guys basically owning most of the gold on the team because of the kills that have been allocated to them, they are pretty close in monetary units, but not so much in levels, solely because of the jungle farm offers a lot more experience than lane farm, and then of course font of experience as well. So
most definitely. I'm ready to get back into it. I am at, what was it again? 1450?
1450.
Let's hit it up. 3, 2, 1, go. But back at it with this game here. Like we said, definitely a very interesting dispersion of economy, actually even across the board. What do you make of the flow of this? I'm really favoring Attic Wolves right now, but the downside being that Team 2's safe lane is really dominating comparatively.
Dude,
actually, no, thinking it, I'm favoring Team 2. I thought about it for a second. I'm changing
Honestly,
ideas.
I told you at the draft, don't underestimate this fade. Dobson 2020, guys. He was already MVP once. He's about to be the 2-time, honestly.
Going very hard here. But, I mean, they're winning solo lane, they're winning duo lane, they're losing mid lane just due to the pure rotations and pressure that Bees is putting up here. Waiting for the tower dive here as Bees is moving from the background as Optimus Prime uses that enrage into the front lane, drawing aggro under tower. The seismic assault onto the already stunned Murdoch. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but it will result in a double kill. The 4-man tower dive doing work.
Dobson coming around for the good old reach around, but unfortunately is not able to get any reprisals. Mad Bro is rotating on over, and over in the solo lane, yeah, they're just respecting it, man. Just the bro lane, as Winkleton calls it.
Yeah, you just chill. You bro out. You get your farm. You say, hey, what's up? You doing good? You doing cool? Have a beer. Relax.
Fangtooth is gonna. It looks like it currently is in favor of Attic Wolves.
There is the fly trap, but it won't be followed up upon due to the seismic assault that was timed perfectly at the same time. Mabro getting chunked down as Rometal does disengage just in time. Dobson has to make their way out of here now. Blitz Rush giving them that space that they so desperately needed.
And they did secure that Fangtooth, by the way. I do want to let the team know that. So right now, yeah, ouch, dude. It looks like the gold. My scoreboard says the gold is the exact same. It actually looks like Team 2.
Team 2 has a slight economic lead.
Yeah. Did Team 2 take that Fangtooth? Somebody, I'm sure somebody in chat will inform us here with the follow-up.
I couldn't tell. It's so close.
Wow, that's really close.
It's really, really... but it is what it is. Dobson under tower right now. Bees being very, very far up. Having a ward mid lane actually behind them, giving them vision in case someone does come for a gank with that invis buff.
Team 2 right now not having control over the river buffs. Attic Wolves taking full control of the river buffs. Flower Guns might be a little bit in trouble here.
Flower saying... Or, sorry. Nike's saying, I am the alpha support. Fear me and my kitty claws. Scratch your eyes out. Bees now rotating over. A Soccer Fan looks like they're trying to get a collapse, but nothing really happening in the end. They know Bees is coming up, and they're just going to be disengaging.
Buff, so he has 3,000 units worth of vision around him. He's able to see through walls, man.
Crazy. I call hacks.
Hacks.
Wall hacks. Get this fixed, please, guys. Epic, please. Picture game. But over in the solo lane, Sponge nearly getting taken down by an enraged Rampage. But Mabro rotating in to help. Optimus Prime nearly getting taken out the subjugate, landing onto Mabro. Optimus Prime will be falling here. Sorry, guys. Went the wrong way on that turn. Mabro now getting chunked
over
down.
on the other side of the map really quickly.
Another engagement. Soccer Fan trying to 1v2 here. Nearly taking out Rometal in the mix of it. Romo getting taken down, though, by Dobson. Did not pass.
Oh, wrong way, coach.
Well there. Wrong way. The two mid laners passing by each other saying, what's up, as they just go on by and reset to their respective lane.
I like how you can see the exact moment Rometal was like, I screwed up.
He's just like, oh.
Because he did a double take on where he should go, and then he just accepted his fate.
Nike's looking for this chain stun and does land it onto Beast. It's very, very small in the Blitz Rush going on in again. I cannot say how much I love Blitz Rush, ladies and gentlemen. It does so much work. Severog on that solo lane now just going for the tower, trying to free up this lane so he can rotate and start engaging for team fights and forcing down objectives.
I mean, they're taking that. They're trying to take siege that T1 of Bees, but Bees ain't having it today, coach. Rometal controlling those river buffs. I think he's gonna just grab the purple buff and get styled
collapsed
on.
on here. They are in for the Fangtooth as we speak, and they're looking to try to maybe pick this. I want to see the Decker Stasis Bomb steal it. That would be pretty hype. Left position, the two-man Seismic Assault onto the back line. No Void Drone or Void Bomb to follow up on Obliterate, landing onto Bees as well. Dobson just getting chunked so hard. It's a 3v1 over in this lane, and Bees will fall. Plenty of damage coming out, though, in the mix, and nearly getting a kill or a double kill. I feel like there's a bit of a misclick there, in all due respect, just with lack of a Void Bomb being dropped. But the fight continues over in the solo lane as Optimus Prime and the Rom are getting collapsed on Soccer Fan, using that buckshot to reposition Revenant into the corner. Get Revenant nearly escaping, but getting taken out in the end. Optimus Prime now just flailing his way around. I think he knows he's a dead man, wants to take someone with him, but he will not.
We won't talk about that fly trap.
Nope. Why do you think I didn't talk about it?
We won't talk about it. We act like it didn't happen. It didn't happen, guys. We were in the solo lane. Must is actually getting really bullied right here. Sponge probably going to take the tower and go in on here. Hopefully he has enough for one Riplash.
Oh yeah, Sponge now flailing on once again down to 250 health. He should have enough for a Riplash with his current mana pool, but he's trying to get as many autos off as possible before he's forced to use it. He whiffs the Riplash though, and that'll be an escape.
Bees has an opportunity
Bees
right
hitting
here
that Seismic Assault into the Void Bomb. That's what we want to see. Autoing bit by bit with that Void. Come on, Glycerin Dawn, give me a Neural Disruptor. Just uses the Void Bomb and takes him out casually.
Neural Disruptor, coach. It's a Void Bomb. Calculated.
Calculated. 200 IQ. Back in here again. River buffs have been taken. There's a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a reset as we speak. Great rotations, though.
Yeah, it's just a great time to look at the scoreboard here. Farm 326 to 346, very even on farm. 12 to 13 kills here between Attic Wolves and Team 2. Again, just very, very close, but we see the spread here. Optimus Prime with 7-3 and Soccer Fan with 7-4. Again, most of the team's kills are allocated to a handful of people, but B's picking up 5 kills.
Huge skirmish in the jungle. Soccer Fan goes in hard, and they end up taking out Rom over here. The two-man fly trap turning this fight. Looks like Flower's going to be the next one to be focused down, and they should be collapsing onto Bees next. The Void Bomb onto Nike's doing plenty of damage. Nike's getting Neural Disrupted right before Bees. Looks like they will be going down here. I like how Optimus was like, yeah,
that's... take somebody, dude.
Oh yeah, Bees wanted to take someone with him, and Optimus was just like, I'm not gonna be part of this. I'm not.
Optimus contemplated it though. He was like, he walked into the jungle. He was like, wait a minute.
So it's a 2v4.
Probably a really bad idea.
They're gonna be looking for a steal or something here.
He still
they are flames on the field. They have flames right now. They're gonna be going in here. The enrage does land as Musk goes for that close blow, but he is very, very low as we speak. Musk going around it. We need a flame possession right here. Optimus, come on, give me something, something. And he think they stole it. I can't tell actually. No, I'm gonna say they didn't? Question mark. I can't tell.
I'm trying to get on this Zinx right now.
I'm gonna say no. No, they did not steal it.
Can't see her.
No, wait, what? They did. He did steal it with a Zetnom. Beautiful.
I have so many bugs, dude.
There's so many bugs. I can't see graphical setups. Let's try to fix this as long as this disengage goes safe. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix some bugs. I'll meet you at 2310.
I'm here.
Okay. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Back at it again. There is the fall of Flower Gun as we speak.
Ramp stole it? Yeah, okay. Confirmed.
Okay, so yeah, Ramp did steal it there. Beautiful to watch. I am so happy that he was able to take that. He had the Flame of Zetnom. He was just trudging his way up, step by step closer to Prime to get it for his team.
Soccer going instantly on that Fang Tooth here. We have Bellica. Bees looks like he's going
hitting
in, man.
the Seismic Assault into the Void Drone and then blitz rushing out, just poking, and Moral's just having a blast over here, not even
He's still got the Glycerin Dawn.
Fight. There's another Void Bomb, and did they just steal that with a Void Bomb again? 2 steals with a Fly Trap moving Bees back in. They do fall here. Bees actually nearly getting a pick onto Soccer Fan.
I don't know. We don't have a Fang Tooth counter.
We don't have a Fang Tooth counter. Right? It would be nice.
Super nice. But we're only at a 4,000 gold deficit between the two teams. Of course, with the lead having over on to the side of Team 2. Yeah, they're just going to call for a reset here, shove down mid, and then try to get as much ground covered as possible with a couple picks that they already have here. And over on the other side with Attic Wolves, it looks like they're just going to be farming their jungles and just trying to reset themselves.
Okay, like we said, definitely a little bit of a reset. They're gonna be shoving it here and trying to make a good play.
They need a breather. There was a lot going on the last couple minutes alone, so they they're giving a breather. They're just formulating each other's plans. They're clearing the jungles. As you see, the jungle is getting full up to the 3 camps. The longer you leave that, the more farm you lose because minions will not respawn if all camps are full. So Mad Bro's taking time.
But Optimus going in for the invade and having to force out his ultimate actually, the enrage. But it doesn't even matter, just getting tore through that health region bit by Soccer Fan. Soccer Fan has some food, and he is swinging strong like a big boy.
Soccer Fan? Oh, no, he doesn't have Pressure Hunter. I was about to say, man. Pressure Hunter is OP, man.
Come on, man. But there's the Reckoning on to New Box of Nike. Lands 1 shot, but misses 2 of the others. Hits the 4th one, though, which is the one that counts. Will have to disengage. Not able to get the extra pick there, as he nearly is collapsed upon.
But Dobson does not care.
Looking for